Instruction from her corner. She is coming off a win in round 1 of the MPL in Long Beach, California. Her opponent, Ilona Wijmans, was victorious in round 2 in Padova, Italy.
Well, it's interesting. We saw 2 girls earlier on in tonight that want to get into the 63 or kilogram division of the females. Both of these women here, extremely explosive, extremely powerful, and it's going to be interesting to see how those girls in the future can match up with these guys. These women here are the best in the world, I believe, and it's going to be interesting to see who wins tonight.
Let's go to the tail of the tape for this matchup here in the MPL. Shevchenko 2 years older than her Dutch opponent. Wijmans a little taller than Shevchenko, and both came in at 62.1 kilos.
Again, both these fighters like the big punches. What's going to be interesting also is that Valentina Shevchenko is a southpaw. So if that is something that's going to affect this fight, most of the time when you're fighting right-handers, they have a lot of experience fighting right-handers. So the left-handed fighters, the southpaw fighters, have an advantage because they get to fight a lot more right-handers for themselves.
And here we go. First, in the white corner, she weighed in at 62.1 kilos, standing 165 centimeters, age 23. From Peru, and fighting out of the Cynthian gym with a record of 37-1. 10 wins by way of knockout. This fighter is a 2007 IFMA World Champion at 57 kilos, the 2009 IFMA World Champion at 60 kilos, and the 2010 IFMA Champion at 63.6 kilos. I give you Valentina, the Bullet Shevchenko! And across the ring, weighing 62.1 kilos, standing 168 centimeters, age 21. From Rotterdam, Netherlands, and fighting out of Mike's gym with a record of 32-3, 4 wins by way of knockout. She is the Dutch Women's Champion, introducing Ilona Wijmans.
Ilona Wijmans with Melvin Manhoff in her corner. We talk about Melvin Manhoff and pocket rockets. This guy fights heavyweights and knocks them all out.
MuayThai will now give further instruction to these fighters.
So we'll see if he's passed on some of that to his charge here tonight.
I want a good, clean fight. Listen to my command. Make sure you'll take yourself out of town. Touch club, good luck to both of you. Go back to your corner.
So we are set for action in the MPL's Women's Group A Super Lightweight Division. Shevchenko in the white, Wijmans in the black shorts. Wijmans picked up a victory over Chantal Ughi of Italy in round 2 in Padova, Italia, while Shevchenko was victorious on our first show in Long Beach, California with a decision win against Angelique Petiot.
Both of these fighters, as I said, are explosive. They're small, but they hit with a lot of power. Ilona with her hands right up because she's trying to defend herself, but it's got her guide a little bit wide open. She's got to be careful of that big left hand we just saw there by Valentina Shevchenko.
Shevchenko, a 7-time world Muay Thai champion, began training in Taekwondo in 1994, comes from an athletic family. Her mother, Elena, was a 3rd Dan of Taekwondo, now the president of the Kyrgyzstan Muay Thai Federation. She also has a sister, Antonina, who is a world Muay Thai champion. And you mentioned for Ilona Wijmans representing Mike's gym, which also features K1 and mixed martial arts veteran Melvin Manhoff in her corner.
Both of these fighters with great pedigree. Obviously, you mentioned Valentina having a sister who's a world champion. Her mother was involved in the martial arts, and it runs in their blood. She's been involved in martial arts since she was 5 years old. Ilona, as you said, training in a gym with some top fighters, and it's rubbed off. And both of these women, because of that, have great skill when they fight in the ring.
Both looking to add to their point totals. Their second fight. All athletes guaranteed 3 fights in the round-robin portion of the MPL. 4 men's weight classes. This, the super lightweight division, the lone female class. And there's Shevchenko muscling Wijmans to the canvas.
And standing over, and it's one of those things that we always see with Valentina. She's intimidating her opponents in the ring. She gets them to the ground. She tries to stand over them and hurt them.
In the clinch, looking for some separation to deliver a knee. Shevchenko dominating Wijmans in the clinch with a minute now left in the opening frame.
Both of them seeing a little bit tentative right now, not willing to commit too much. Both of them careful, knowing that each fighter has punching power that they have to be careful of. Big left hand.
Shevchenko unloading the left from the southpaw stance. Also a left kick that deflected off the left glove of Wijmans. Spinning back kick there from Shevchenko, really just sending a message more than everything else and just plowing through Wijmans. Wijmans yet to get on track here in this opening round. Misses with the overhand right, wildly body kick delivered by Shevchenko.
Wijmans needs to put a little bit, she seems like she's caught in the headlights right now. She needs to throw something a little bit more. Staring at the eyes of her opponent, should be watching from the chest to the belly button to pick up the movement instead of at the eyes and throwing something. It's like she's waiting for something to happen, and unfortunately that's not going to cut it here tonight.
Low clinch from Shevchenko delivers a couple of knee strikes to the left and right side of Wijmans' body, and there's a Superman punch from the southpaw stance, or I guess the Superwoman or Lois Lane punch, as we could call it here in female Muay Thai, as the end of the round.
That's interesting, you know, Ilona Wijmans started slow against Chantal Ugi, and we talked about her having to adjust, and she did just that and won the fight. So maybe see if she'll be able to adjust here in the second round. Throwing some cold water on her, waking her up, and I guess that's what the coach are trying to do to get her to wake up here in this fight. So here we see some replays of that fight, and as I said, both fighters a little bit, you know, timid and waiting a little bit. Ilona Wijmans for that low kick, countered immediately with the punch by Valentina Shevchenko, and follows up with a high kick. And both these fighters have ultimate respect for each other because they know that they can hit really, really hard. In the clinch, nothing doing. Referee Vichai splits them apart, throws her to the ground, and there she goes again, standing over her like she always does. Getting final instructions from her coach there, telling her what to do.
The bell and round two. Shevchenko coming out to the corner, ready for a battle. Wijmans set to go as well. Shevchenko from the southpaw stance, high guard, push kick to kick things off. Straight left from Wijmans. Doesn't really have the range though, has to move in closer. There's a move by Shevchenko, dumping Wijmans onto the canvas, catching that kick.
Wijmans needs to, she's got it, ooh, beautiful.
Nice.
She's got to be more aggressive. She's got to throw something here with a little bit more intention. Right now, it just seems like she's trying to defend herself only, and unfortunately, not trying to get knocked out is not going to win you a fight. You've got to go out there and win it and earn it, and in 3 rounds, if you're not aggressive, you're going to get behind on the scorecards really quickly.
Shevchenko physically dominating Wijmans thus far in this fight.
Wijmans not putting anything together. There we go. Finally, a little bit of aggression, but she's got to get in a closer range.
Body kick from Shevchenko. Wijmans again sitting back on the heels of her feet, and Shevchenko coming forward and just bulldozing Wijmans to the canvas one more time. Deep from Shevchenko, follows it up with an overhand left. Back into the clinch they go, and this is really not a place I think Wijmans wants to be against the more physically imposing bullet Shevchenko.
She had a hard time. Ooh, big elbow there. She had a hard time with the clinch when she was fighting Chantal Ugi, and she's having a hard time in the clinch right here with Valentina Shevchenko. You know, her punches and kicks are great, but I think that might be an area of her game that she's got to improve if she wants to be successful in the MPL.
Left elbow from Shevchenko. Left kick. Spins away, Teep comes forward, back into the clinch, has a swan neck clinch and a knee up the middle by the Russian fighter, now based in Peru.
2 big knees that landed right in the solar plexus, and those really, really hurt.
Ilona Wijmans in the black shorts, Valentina Shevchenko in the white. Less than a minute remaining in the middle stanza.
Oh, big counter right hook off that kick.
Again, now in the clinch, Shevchenko wanting to deliver some knees. Referee steps in, calls for the break.
Valentina Shevchenko of the same ilk of Sayok. She looks like when she's in the ring, she's trying to kill you. Everything done with bad intentions, and she's very, very confident with it. And right now, Ilona's got basically a round and a half. Oh, big punch to make something happen. She's going to have to come out to try to knock out Valentina next round.
Axe kick from Shevchenko.
Using all of the techniques here.
Misses with the left, again closes the gap right into the clinch, wants to deliver some knee strikes, does so, but Wijmans just desperately trying to get out of this trap here. Good clinch work from Valentina Shevchenko.
And Valentina scoring in every area, in the punches, in the elbows, in the kicks, and in the knees. And right now, I mean, Ilona has not offered any offense. She's going to have to do really better in the next round if she wants to win this fight.
So how do you have it after 2 rounds?
2 rounds to none, Valentina Shevchenko. Nice counter it, grabs the leg and sweep, and they call it the champagne catch and sweep. There's a lot of good things that Valentina Shevchenko does. She throws that right hand and actually moves her head to the side to move out of the center line. These are all good things that are taught by coaches to avoid getting countered. She did it again there, throws that big left hand and steps to the side, so it's not easy for her opponent to counter. Pulls her head down, looking for the knees to the face. Valentina doing really well here tonight. It's going to be interesting. You know, a lot of people have Valentina as the favorite in this side of the group, and she may end up, should things all line up, facing Julie Kitchen in the final. Julie Kitchen also good in the clinch, also tall. So we'll see if that advantage. And here's the standings in that weight division there for the females.
Shevchenko and Wijmans each with 2 points in Group A, while Kitchen and Lisboa each have 2 points in Group B. Kitchen coming up later tonight will be facing Sandra Bastian in another women's super lightweight matchup. The Canadian Bastian looking to get her first points of the tournament, but she faces a stiff test in Kitchen, who is known as the Queen of Muay Thai. We're at the Eidhof, Den Haag, Netherlands. Muay Thai Premier League, round 3. So really, Wijmans needs to stop Shevchenko if she is looking for the victory in this fight. Again, the clinch, just ragdolling Wijmans, the dominant Shevchenko. There's a horizontal elbow with the right.
Knees her to the face. You hear the crowd right now in the hometown, in the home country of Holland, trying to get behind Ilona. But Ilona's having a hard time right now with Valentina.
Shevchenko so far just woman handling Wijmans.
Woman handling indeed.
30 seconds now. Actually, 40 seconds are gone here in the final round. Wijmans just can't get on track. Just being bullied by the bullet.
And we talked a little bit about the advantage of having, being a southpaw fighter and having a lot more experience against. Beautiful spinning back fist, and I think that's played a part in it. Ilona not being able to find her range and not being able to figure out how to solve the puzzle of Valentina and the left-handed fighter.
Shevchenko ducks underneath, and now some elbows to the back of Wijmans' head.
3 in a row.
And again, Shevchenko doing a good job of avoiding the punch, ducking underneath, and then some nasty elbows to the back of Wijmans' skull.
And as I said before, Valentina very, very mean in the ring. You know, a complete sweetheart outside the ring, but in the ring, I wouldn't even want to fight her.
Back into the clinch where it's been all Shevchenko. Minute 20 left in the fight.
High kick.
There's a knee up the middle from the swan neck clinch employed by Shevchenko. Again has Wijmans along the ropes. Referee pulls them apart. Final 60 seconds of the fight. It's been all Valentina Shevchenko in the white shorts. Ilona Wijmans in the black.
And unless Ilona does something, big elbow, unless she does something amazing here in the last minute, there's no way she's going to win this fight.
It's been all one-way traffic.
All one-way traffic. You know, it's got to be a little disappointing to fight at home. You know, you want to win. You've got all your friends and family here, but Valentina just looks so prepared here tonight.
And Shevchenko, again, doing a good job of just ducking underneath, getting behind Wijmans, sneaking in some elbow strikes. There's a kick, and again, back to the clinch they go. Knee to the midsection by Shevchenko. with 20 seconds now left in the fight.
She's very good at avoiding getting hit, putting herself in a position where she can't get hit, and then, using dominant strikes against her opponent. Valentina Shevchenko, a very smart fighter. I'm impressed by both the Russian fighters here tonight. Very well trained.
Shevchenko very aggressive en route to what should be a clean sweep on the scorecards. So Valentina Shevchenko looking to improve to 2-0 here in round robin action, picking up the split decision win against Angelique Petiot in the first event back in Long Beach, California. Wijmans was victorious in Padova, Italy against Chantal Ugi, but tonight was not her night here in her home country.
No, unfortunately. I mean, it seemed that every area of the fight in the clinch, there's that knee coming up to the face, elbows. Valentina was a split second faster, landing with devastating shots with the knees to the body, the punch, the kick. Valentina was impressive tonight. I mean, don't take anything away from Ilona. I think she gave it her best shot, but just tonight was not her night. Valentina, oh, look at that. Looking to counter with a spinning back fist. She was just on her game. And when she is on her game, I think it's very difficult for any woman in the world to beat her. Oh, sidestep. Oh, and follows through with that big elbow. I mean, she is a beast in the ring, Valentina Shevchenko.
All right, let's make it official with ring announcer Chris Gregory.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision. All three judges score this fight in favor for the winner by unanimous decision. In the white corner, Valentina Shevchenko.
Shevchenko picks up another decision win. Has 4 points now in the Group A of the female super lightweight standings.
And with that, it's going to be very difficult for any of her, other competitors in that division to catch up with her. I mean, 4 points puts her in a good position to get to the
Showcasing her athleticism, proving that there's still lots left in her tank after a dominant decision win over Ilona Wijmans. Always the entertainer.
Always the entertainer. Came out with a, traditional Russian dance, and now a backflip in the ring. I'm impressed by this young lady. 4 points, as we were saying before, though. That's going to be difficult for any of her other opponents to overcome, and it looks like she's going to be going to the elimination stage.
All right, she's visiting now with Sonia.
Thank you very much, Valentina. Extremely fit and strong today, especially with your grapples. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling very good. After victory, it's always the same. And we had very hard trainings with my coach, Paul Fedotov, with my sister, Antonina, and I think this is result of the hard work.
Well, look, this is your second win now, so that puts you in a really comfortable place for your next round. Anything that you feel worried about?
I think it's need to work more harder for the win. My first dream is win so very high level of competition, MuayThai Premier League.
Well, that's very good. We're looking forward to seeing your next fight, and congratulations.
Gracias a todos a quien me está apoyando y todos mis peleas es para ustedes. Muchas gracias. Estoy peleando para ustedes.
Thank you. Thank you, Valentina.
Multilinguist Valentina Shevchenko.
Speaking English, speaking French, speaking Spanish, and Russian.